my name is Patty. I used to have a YouTube channel called Life on Lemon Lane. I say used to, it still exists, but it was hijacked. Yes, that does happen, and now is some kind of a political channel, which I won't get into one way or the other, but it's not me posting the content. So if you subscribe to me over on Life on Lemon Lane, that is not me anymore. And I'm so happy that you found your way over here to Lemon Lane Cottage, which is the channel that I've just created. The content is going to be similar, but maybe presented in a little different way. I have to tell you that if you know me and if you've seen any of my videos either here or there, I'm a dreamer at heart. I am someone who always has something going on in my brain. My poor husband has been through many different dream stages with me, and he has always done his best to try to encourage me and help and fulfill those dreams any way he can. But I'm actually taking it way back on this channel to when I first got married and I first discovered my love of gardening. I adore being outside in the garden. I have always grown flowers when I was in my 20s and the bug bit. My husband built me. We lived in a small house. We still live in a small house, but a different small house with a very long and narrow backyard, and then it had a huge slope. So my husband built me this series of stepped raised beds so that I could plant in that, and that is where it all started. That is where the bug bit, and my goodness, that's over 30 years ago. At that time I dreamed of having a flower farm. Even on that little small plot of land, I had it all mapped out in my brain how I could grow flowers and sell them to friends and family to grace their tables with. Well, along came children and jobs and all of that stuff that happens during your 30s and 40s, and that dream was kind of put on the back burner. But now here I find myself in this time of life, this golden time of life, where I have more time. I'm not as limited by outside commitments. I can say no to things and stay home and garden, and that's where I'm at, and that is what I want to share with you. I'm holding these packets of seeds because of course this is where it all starts. I spent a lot of last weekend getting seeds into my little planting, what are they called, planting trays? Yes, into the little planting trays, 1 or 2 seeds at a time. I last year grew hundreds of tomato plants. This is a different story, and I might as well throw it on here since this is going to be a chatty video anyways. Last year I grew hundreds of heirloom varieties of tomatoes. My goodness, they were coming out of my ears. I was giving them away, and they produced 0 to I don't know, 20 tomatoes for me all season long. And while it was a joy to plant them, it was not such a joy to watch the crop not prosper. And I don't think it was just me. I heard it was a bad tomato year last year, which is okay. That's just a part of gardening. But what it really made me realize is I can buy tomatoes at the farmer's market. I can buy tomatoes. We have a beautiful produce market, like a hop, skip, and a jump away, where I can buy fresh garden tomatoes. I don't really want to grow them. I may put one plant in just because I want to see if I can do it, but I love flowers. I want to grow flowers, and that is what I am. I am a flower gardener. And to grow the most amount of flowers for the most economical, in the most economical way, you've got to start with seeds. So I've planted a lot of seeds. I have poppies and larkspur and zinnias. What else did I plant? Bachelor's buttons, cosmos. I will plant some basil. I went to my local Armstrong's nursery, which is our, I don't know if they're anywhere other than California. It's kind of our local chain of gardening centers. Beautiful quality blooms that you can get there. I went actually looking for more seeds, and botanical interest is actually my favorite brand, and that's where I got these. But while I was there, I always have to walk by where the perennials are, because if you're a gardener, only a couple of times a year my favorite perennials come in 6-packs, which is 6 different cells with full grown plants in them ready to put in the garden this year. And they had my favorites in stock. And like I said, I sound like I'm talking to my husband because this is exactly the rationale that I gave to him. It only happens once or twice a year. So I came away with some foxglove, I came away with Canterbury bells and columbine, and I will be honest with you, I have to drive right by there tomorrow. I'm gonna pop in, and if there are still some left, I will guarantee a few more are coming home with me. I am transforming my used to be vegetable garden that was in this area here. I am transforming it into an official cutting garden. I am not going to care that I am cutting these flowers. They are there for that purpose. So this is going to be my designated cutting garden, and I am so excited about it. Don't have acres of room, but I am learning how to maximize the space that I have, which is something I want to share with you as I'm learning. Maximize the space that I have to get as many flowers as I can for cutting. This is not how I do my cottage perennial beds, which you will see plenty of. That is more designed with beauty and cohesiveness and viewing in mind. These are going to be practical cutting beds where I want to get as much into one area as I can. So I thought it would be fun to go out today, and here we are, February 6th, I think, the first week of February. I wanted to show you what I have growing in the garden right now. And I just clipped everything because I am thinking like a flower gardening grower. Show you what I picked, and I really did randomly just go out and clip some things. My brain is even telling me, no, you forgot to clip this, but I'm just going to show you what I did clip, and I'm going to try just to do it in the order that they're laying in this bucket. Right now I have Gerber daisies, which are wonderful cut flowers. I have camellias. Isn't that gorgeous? These are not wonderful cut flowers, but I'm going to see how long, that's the other thing, this is an education for me. I want to see how long each one of these stays alive in a cut vase. I want to study the best ways to cut them. I want to research the best ways to, the additives for the water, all of that stuff. That is what I am learning. But this camellia I cut because it is blooming. Boxwood, we have a lot of boxwood hedges, and they are great for filler. So what else do I have here? These actually are this is actually just one of our trees in the backyard that is always overgrown, but I thought that it would be wonderful filler. It's on a woody stem, so we'll see how it does. What else do I have in here? This here, and I have another piece here, let me grab it for you. This, I'm dripping everywhere. This is Jupiter's beard, and it is a bit of a nuisance. It gets really large really fast, but I thought, I wonder if it would be a nice filler. The flower does not last long. It's okay, but what I really was looking at it for is the greenery for a filler. So I had that in there. goodness, guys, why does this name always escape me? This little yellow eucalyptus, something like that. The little yellow daisies are pretty. They don't last very long, but I got a ton of this greenery, and I'm wondering if that would, if I cut it longer, obviously, if it would last as filler, because that's something that I'm learning. And I went to the library, of course, and got so many books. I'm learning that you need more filler plants almost than actual flowers. I have a very, very huge fern, and I have seen ferns in mixed arrangements. I have ivy geranium. I have lavender. Isn't that pretty already? Very pretty. Don't know how it does in cut arrangements, but I thought it was pretty. I have a lot of alstroemeria, Peruvian lily. It's just coming into flower. That's why it's not very big yet. I have some snapdragons. These are the ones from just the big box store, but I've ordered some seeds that are supposed to be nice, long, cutting flowers. I have Iceland poppies blooming now, and I have tons of oriental poppies seeds in the garden already coming up as little tiny green seedlings. This is Kalanchoa, and I believe it's a sedum. I think it is a sedum, but it has really pretty pink flowers. I clipped this because it's about to open. I have so much rosemary, which I thought for greenery, the little purple flowers aren't always on there, but I thought it was a pretty bonus today. And last but not least, I have feverfew coming up everywhere. Mine is not very tall right now because it is just coming up as well. So all of these things are just either now coming into the garden or just getting ready to finish their time in the garden. If you have friends who love gardening, have them come over and subscribe. Look forward to hearing in the comments all about your cutting gardens, your favorite flowers. But for today, I'm going to say goodbye, and I'll see you in the next video.